Hey everyone, it's Adam here from the Franchise Tag, and I am here with my top 5 fantasy running backs for week 4. Now, looking at it, there's quite a few tough matchups again, similar to the quarterbacks actually. There's a lot of the big name running backs are kind of going up against some tough opposition this week, but we still found your 5 that is definitely worth putting in your lineup. And at the end, if you can't get them in your lineup because you haven't got them yet, get a trade in for them because these guys could do pretty well this week. My number one guy, Javonte Williams. The Denver Broncos really struggled against the Miami Dolphins, but they're going up against the Chicago Bears. They're currently 31st against the running back. Williams has shown that he's fit and that he's capable, and I think you'll probably see this week that the Broncos will have a big bounce back considering how kind of embarrassing that loss was against the Dolphins. My number 2 guy, Najee Harris for the Pittsburgh Steelers. Now, Harris has kind of struggled a little bit. He's kind of been solid, but he hasn't really done anything amazing. He's going up against a Texans defense that, although it's improved, you can still run on the Texans. They're 29th against the running back, and I think that you'll probably see that Najee will have a pretty decent week this week. My third guy, Dameon Pierce, actually in the same matchup as Najee, I kind of feel like that Pierce he's again isn't going to be anything amazing, but the Steelers are really struggling against the run at the moment. They're 27th against running backs. They're giving up touchdowns to them quite a lot, which is a bit surprising considering how strong that D-line normally is. But yeah, Dameon Pierce is definitely one that you want to look at. He is very much a touchdown dependent, and you need him to get a touchdown in order for it to have a decent week, but I do feel like he's got a good chance in this one in the same way that he did in the previous week against the Jags. So my fourth guy this week, Roschon Johnson. So this is a bit of a punt. He's starting to get more involved. Khalil Herbert is still the number one guy, but I do feel like it's just a matter of time before Johnson takes over. The Bears are 32nd against running backs. They're really struggling at the moment. And so I think that Johnson is certainly one, definitely in the passing game, that they're going to bring out a bit more, and just they need to utilize him more. They can't just rely on Justin Fields to try and do everything because, as you can see, he's just freezing a lot of the time. So you really need someone like Roschon out there, and I think that he'll have a decent week this week. My final guy, Matt Breida for the New York Giants. It's looking likely that Saquon won't play. If he does play, he's probably going to be on a pitch count, and he won't play that much. So I think Breeder's going to get the majority of the work against the Seahawks. The Seahawks are a team you can run against. They're currently 23rd against the running back. And so Breeder is someone who's out there that I think could easily get you 10, 11 points and wouldn't be too bad if you're desperate. If you're someone who had like J.K. Dobbins and you know you're struggling at running back, I think Breeder this week is definitely one that you can go for. So they're my top 5 running backs for week 4. Think that they've all got a good chance of having decent games. Let us know what you think in the comments below and keep it with the Franchise Tag. You'll have the wide receiver video coming out pretty soon.